New at 6, the City of Tulsa plans to use stimulus money to create energy savings. The city won an almost $4 million energy grant. The first and biggest single project will be at the OSU Medical Center. News on 6 reporter Emery Bryan is live with all the details for us. Emery.
Well, Scott, the city has a big stake in what happens here because this hospital is a public trust and also treats many of the city's indigent patients. So any money saved here helps both the hospital and the city.
Deep underneath the OSU Medical Center, these chillers provide cold water that feeds the air conditioning system. The problem is they're decades old, inefficient, and need major upgrades. OSU will be able to do the work with a federal stimulus grant of $1.4 million.
This grant will be a tremendous help to us to offset capital improvements we're going to need anyway for the hospital. And it also saves energy, so it's been very helpful to us.
The grant will help the hospital replace older, inefficient light fixtures throughout the building. It's work OSU had planned to do eventually, but doing it now will make the savings come faster without spending money that could go to other projects. The grant money will pay for new lights in surgical suites, where these high-quality lights burn lots of electricity and create a lot of heat. New LED models provide higher quality light and use 38% less electricity.
So the goal is kilowatt hours of energy saved, greenhouse gas emissions prevention, cost savings. When you do 38% reduction in energy, that's a huge bit of extra cash that can probably do something more for the hospital.
The biggest single project at the hospital is the heating and cooling upgrades. While the upgrades will cost taxpayers $1.4 million, the hospital figures the payback in savings will take just a few years.
To help them with some lighting retrofits, some chiller boiler upgrades, some things that we hope to save them about $250,000 a year in electricity.
Now, this is just the first of 8 projects the city hopes to complete with this almost $4 million federal stimulus grant. Another one is the retrofitting of some of the highway lights that have been turned off because of budget cuts. They want to replace those with more efficient bulbs that the city can afford to turn on at night. Reporting live, Emery Bryan, the News on 6.